Hi guys, this is Spanglish Plays, and as you can see, this is going to be a brand new Master League on PES 2017. I've seriously been looking forward to this so much these last few weeks. Just couldn't wait for the game to come out. Okay, so let's sort out these settings. Now, I was debating between playing on Top Player or Superstar. I was playing on Superstar in PES 2016. But I've only played like 3 games in this new one, so I'm not too confident yet. So I think we'll go for Top Player. And if we see that it's a little bit easy, especially playing against top teams, then we'll knock it up to Superstar. Match time, I normally play 12 minutes. A lot of people play less, but I don't know, it just goes too quickly for me. So leave it on £12. I'm going to be turning this off. I don't really like too many fake teams playing, especially when you go in like the Champions League or the Europa League. Okay, so this is the manager, Spanglish Plays, and I don't really look like that, but we don't see the manager's face too often, so it doesn't really matter. And we are going to be playing in the Premier League as Arsenal. So happy they're licensed this year. Okay, congratulations on getting the job of manager at Arsenal FC. Club secretary giving me some pointers. Let's get straight into it though. So this is going to be our first team. It's very similar to the first team that they play with in real life. Czech in goal, Koscielny, Mustafi as centre backs, Bellerin and Monreal as our right and left back. Coquelin is going to be our defensive midfielder, and Gazorlan, Ozil are going to be playing there in the middle, moving around a lot, with Walcott, Sanchez down the wings and Giroud up top. Okay, I know a big thing with these Master League and Career Mode series are the transfers, but I'm going to keep this as realistic as possible, and I'm going to make no changes in the first transfer window. Now, this doesn't mean that we're not going to change anything in January, so feel free to leave any comments with any positions that you think we should strengthen or any players that you want to see in the team, and then we'll take a look at them when the January transfer window comes along. But as I said, I want to keep this as realistic as possible, so all the summer transfers that Arsenal have already made will be staying, no other additions will be made, no one will be going out either. But here in the listed players, I have made a little list of players that are out on loan in real life with Arsenal, so Wilshere, Chambers, Szczesny, Campbell and Asano. Now with these players, for some reason in PES, when a player's out on loan, they're not registered as on loan, they just registered to the other team. So at the end of the season, these players will be staying in that team and they're not going to come back to Arsenal, which is a bit silly, but anyway, what can we do? So maybe in January or in the next summer transfer window, we will be looking to bring in these players. These will be our first priority because they are officially Arsenal players. Oh, that's a nice surprise, we got a little bonus. Some extra money coming in. That will come in handy in January, actually. I'm really liking the new style of the budgets here, because in the last PES it was all under one budget, and here they've separated it into transfer and salary budget, so that's a good addition. Okay, a couple little things for you guys who are interested in doing Master Leagues, or you're interested in these types of series and you want to know what new things they have for this game. If we go into the training section, we can actually focus on specific types of training depending on what type of player we want our players to be. So for example, if I go, let's say, to a midfielder, let's focus on a young midfielder, for example, I don't know, like Chamberlain for example, and I can focus on what type of player I want him to be. Obviously I'm not going to pick the Destroyer Anchorman because he's not a defensive midfielder, but I might want him to be a dummy runner, or I might want him to be more of a playmaker or play out more on the wing. And as you can see on the right hand side, they're focused on specific stats. So those stats, maybe with the 3 arrows, will go up the fastest, then 2, then 1. So I'm really liking this actually. You can even do this part one at the bottom where you go focus training and you focus on specific stats that you want him to train on. Another new training mode that you can do is the training of skills or abilities. As you can see, there are many tricks, even like long range drives, knuckle shots maybe for your free kicks, things like that. Let's go with first time shots. So it says what requirements these players need, and the qualified players that can actually learn this ability that are on my team. Training period is 60 days, so they will take 60 days to learn it. Let's go with this one, and we're going to teach Alexis Sanchez how to do first time shots. Okay, the only problem with this is that only one player can learn a skill at a time, so I have to wait for him to finish before teaching another player another one. A bit silly. As you can see, look, if I select another one, I have to suspend the current training, which I don't want to do. Another training addition that I want to mention is if you click the back button and you go to help, and you go down to, here it is, training position. As you can see, if there is a player that you want to play in a different role or in a different position, maybe if it's a right midfielder and you think he'll be better on the left but he's not trained there, if you leave him there and he does quite well in that position, he will actually gain that, he will actually learn that position. So that's just an excellent addition to this year. I don't know if it was there last year, I don't remember seeing this, but I'll definitely be using that. Last thing I want to talk about, just a little tiny thing, but I really like it for some reason, is the squad numbers. As you can see, this is pretty much the same as last year, but for example, if I want to change someone's number and I click on him, now this list is much easier than the list we had last year to change numbers. So when I buy a new player, it'll be very easy to see what free numbers, what free slots I have available to give him. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave this episode here. I just wanted to make a quick one so that you could see the team that we've picked, and also so we could look at the different changes in the Master League mode for this year for PES 2017. I'm going to record the next episode straight away, so you will have that soon after I upload this video and edit the other one. So for the first official episode of this Arsenal Master League mode, we will be going straight into our first match of the Premier League season, and that will be against a big team, so make sure to not miss that episode. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed this episode, drop a like, leave a comment talking about the changes of this Master League. Let me know if you like it or if you think they should change more stuff focusing on next year. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss any episodes, and I will see you guys very soon.